Hi, Mima here. I just wanted to make a real short video because this is my fourth attempt. The first one was 16 minutes long, so I threw it away. Second one was 25 and a half minutes long. I chucked that too. And the third one was 12 minutes, which is way too long, so I'll keep this real short. It's just about what happened to me last night and leaving the ICU on life support, and AMA, of course. They really begged me not to go because they said I'd be dead within an hour if I left. When I got there in the condition I was in, they gave me a half hour to leave. I had a big blue, dark blue sticker on my hospital bracelet, uh, which is a code blue, and they immediately took one look at me and my breathing and started yelling code blue and put it over the microphone or whatever, loudspeaker. So I did leave late last night, AMA, because you saw I looked like an astronaut, for those who saw it. The mask was way too big for my face. It was meant for a 6'5", 350-pound guy, not me, who had 5'2.5", and 100 and maybe 8 or 10 pounds now because I've been eating. Not me at that weight. And the mask was like this with the tube going down my throat. And if I didn't hold it up, and it weighed 10 pounds or so, if I didn't continuously hold it up, it would slide down. I stopped breathing when it would do that. I kept telling them, no, breathe. They weren't fucking listening. They said, you're breathing, you just don't know it. Nothing was being forced up my nose and in my mouth when it slid down to here. Here's my nose. Here's the nostrils where you would normally try to breathe in and out through the nostrils. Well, the way this mask was too big and so heavy, where your nostrils should be in the mask was up here, and I was not getting any air, and it really pissed me off because that kept going on and on and on, and I kept moving it up, and they're telling me, don't touch it, don't touch it, and I'm saying, because I couldn't talk. I still have, if I talk too much, I still have trouble catching my breath. But I'm like 100%, 500% better than what I was. They begged me to stay when I decided to leave AMA, which is like a split-second decision. They begged me to stay and told me I would die within the hour if I left. Here I am, not dead. Dying, being dead doesn't bother me. I'm not afraid of death. What I don't like is how you die. Like, when I couldn't breathe. I don't like that part of it. Dying, actually dying because you can't breathe, or for whatever reason you got cut in half by a train, your torso. And, but death itself, no. I've had living will and a dead will since the 70s. And it specifically states, and St. Mary's had a copy of it, the doctors had a copy of it, my primary doctor has a copy of it, everybody does, my lawyer. Do not resuscitate, it says, in big bold letters on my living will. And it also says, no life support. They fucking ignored that and did it anyhow. Didn't even check my living will or anything. It should have been in the computer on my records. Apparently they didn't give a fuck and just ignored it and went for it, torturing me. The only thing that was halfway good was when I first got there, a normal shot, say this big, of morphine, which is 2 grams, they gave me, they would give me that, but instead of giving me the 2 grams every 6 hours, they gave me 4 grams of morphine every 45 minutes or hour, something like that. I don't know, they didn't have a clock there. It immediately, if not sooner, slowed down my breathing, because normal people breathe in and out, taking breaths of air 20 times every 60 seconds. Well, when I came in there, as I have been for the last 2 weeks on and off, I was breathing at the rate of 70 inhales and exhales through my mouth per 60 seconds. It was like I was breathing more than 2 times a second, gasping for air, actually. So it was a fucking nightmare. As soon as I got in the car, I calmed down even more because of the morphine, I guess. I lit a cigarette, but didn't really smoke it because I was still too out of breath. And been home since late last night. After I got settled, ate something, and got my PJs on, I talked to Tom for, I don't know, 2-3 hours, I think, something like that. And I told him, because he was worried, really worried, because he saw that video of me on life support in the ICU, and I called him like 2 minutes before Alan was already in the car waiting for me with the car running, and I called him to tell him what was happening and that I was going to the ER, which he already knew what was happening, because I would stop and continuously go, try to breathe my, try to slow my breathing down, and eventually breathe through my nose. I've been absolutely 500% better since late last night. And of course, right now I'm having trouble breathing, but nothing like 70 times a second. I mean, per 60 seconds, nothing like that. They also told me when I went in there that if I would have come to the ER at St. Mary's even 1/2 hour later than I did, I would have been DOA, which to those who don't know means, what's it mean? Dead on arrival. That's what they told me. And they also told me if I left at that particular time that I'd be dead within an hour. They don't know fucking everything, 'cause I'm here. Bye.